Welcome to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Paul Jones, Sherman Hamilton. Raptors getting set to take on the Timberwolves in the back-to-back. Toronto 5-2 on the first night of back-to-back, 3-3 with this outcome pending. But Sherman, let's take a look back at a good, solid, old-school, old-fashioned win over San Antonio where Raptors did it mostly with defense.
Well, they had to. It was a game where their offense wasn't clicking. They only shot around 40% for the game, but their defense was on point. They did a great job contesting San Antonio, making sure they had to work for everything. Hence, if you get a team to shoot 34% from the floor, you have a real chance to win. And I really thought that they struggled in terms of collecting that rebound at the end of the defensive stance, but there's no question their defense got it done. And those are the games you've got to win.
Right.
When you're not relying on your offense isn't there for whatever reason, you've got to find ways to win those games. And the Raptors beat a quality team and a quality system.
So let's give you a couple numbers. The Raptors 53-5 when they hold opponents under 40%, and now 70-4, all of those since the 13-14 season when opponents under 90 points. Sherm, you look at tonight's opponent, the Timberwolves, it's going to be one of those grinding games. Tom Thibodeau, that's how he coaches. He runs the minutes up on the meter on his guys. His best players play. And one of the best things they did this year was get some veteran help for these young guys. Jimmy Butler, Jeff Teague. They've had a few vets come in to help out.
Yeah, Taj Gibson as well. You look at those guys, and, you know, Tom Thibodeau, very familiar with Jimmy Butler and Taj Gibson from his time in Chicago, but I just think that he's kind of got that old school feel to him. He doesn't mind grinding it out. He doesn't mind making it a defensive battle, and he understands that scoring is something you do on the other side of defense. Nowadays, we see teams go on the scoring binge and say that we're going to outscore you. Tom Thibodeau wants to defend you and make sure he stops you, and he's got a grinder in Jimmy Butler, a guy who's going to get after you. Andrew Wiggins has been a better defender. You know, he's asking his guys to take that step forward defensively, and with a leader like Jimmy Butler, he's a great example to have. He plays both sides of the basketball. The Raptors are going to be challenged again. See if they can find some offensive flow against a pretty grimy team.
Well, Sherman, one of the other guys we should mention too in that whole plethora of people, Karl Anthony Towns, like really good young big man. All right, you can see the game 9 o'clock Eastern on TSN, and if you want to tune into the radio, this guy and myself have it on TSN 1050.